We hear so much about the AI features of the flagship phones, but I've been so curious how much of that trickles down into the more affordable devices. Well, the best way to think about it is the cheaper the phone, the less likely you are to get the features that would take more effort to implement. But doesn't mean you get nothing. Because as a very base layer, even the cheapest Android phones now have access to Google's AI features, so you still get things like Circle to Search, this way to instantly look up anything on your screen, or now even be able to identify music within a video that's playing. You're still getting the smartest version of the Google Assistant with Gemini. You can ask it way more complex things without needing to word it as if you're specifically Googling for something. You just talk, with also the ability to jump into a live chat with Gemini, which I find really useful as a bouncing board. The only difference here really is that with a higher-end phone, you might get deeper integration. So for example, with our mid-range and high-ender, the Gemini Assistant can save a note to my Samsung Notes app, which has required extra work on Samsung's end to make possible. Whereas here, you will just get the basic Gemini experience, which connects to Google apps, but nothing else. But you're probably getting the idea here. In terms of what AI things you can actually do on these 3 tiers of phone, there's not actually a huge gap at all. You know, all of these writing tools, for example, how the flagship Samsung can summarize large bodies of text, how it can auto-format things. Even our cheapest phone has equivalents to basically all of them. They don't work quite as fast as the ones on the Samsung, but they do work. You still get things like the ability to AI summarize voice notes on our budget phone. You still get real-time translation features. Admittedly, I don't think Redmi's integration is nearly as slick as Samsung's, but that's more on the brand than it is the price point. Or photo editing tools. Our basic phone still has full-on generative AI image expansion, and it works really well. As far as I can see, it works just as well as that of high-end phones, all finished off with Object Eraser. And as impressive as the one on Samsung's is, Redmi is very much in the same league with its ability to remove people and distractions from shots with zero trace left behind. The point being, in terms of AI, the scores are closer than you might think. 7 for budget, 8 for mid-range, and then 9 for flagship.